on, eh? Hey.
3, 2, 1. Episode 32 of hopefully your favorite podcast, Off Topic. Now, you may have been used to hearing my voice, but we have the nutritious, the delicious, your dad's brother, your favorite uncle, the man with the pickles, Big Delicious. He's back. He's back, baby.
Hey, good to be back. It's been a long 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
2-3 weeks of not even in the region.
No, I mean, look, I would just first off, I just want to apologize. I mean, things have been out of my control, but I know I've been away. The podcast has suffered a little bit in terms of
Bro.
no, not your solo performance.
No. Okay, we'll get into it. Carry on.
Look, I enjoy your solo performances because it's like having a chat with you normally, for me personally. But this is a two-man sort of deal, the way that we set this all up and the way we do things. So it's been frustrating for me being on the sidelines.
Yeah.
So I just want to apologize that we haven't been putting out content as much as we would like and in the fashion that we would like because of certain things. Yeah, so I've been away with the surgery.
Well, I'm glad to have you back because those
Thanks,
solo
man.
episodes, there is never a right time to sit down after work and press record and talk to yourself for an hour. I know there's a budding audience, but there is never a right time. And I'll tell you what, Andy,
What, Jared?
what's a captain without a ship? He's a man
stranded.
He's a man. Nice. He's a man with scurvy and non-applicable skills.
Where was that going?
I don't know. What's a mandarin without a skin?
Amanda out. So yeah, I mean, okay. So for those that haven't been keeping up to date or don't know, I had surgery on my left ankle. They had to do a keyhole surgery just underneath my left knee to remove one of the tendons connecting my hamstring to my knee.
The graft. It's a gnarly procedure.
Yeah, and then reattach said tendon as a ligament down in my left ankle. It's been nearly 3 weeks now post surgery. It's a tough surgery. It's the same day surgery, but it's pretty major. But luckily everything went pretty all right. Yeah, it went good. It went good.
Shit was just like cool, you know. If you haven't heard, Andy did we kind of explained how it all happened. If you haven't heard what happened, you've got a little bit of homework to do. Go back, check out the Off Topic catalog. I'm gonna say a la episode 24, maybe 25 onwards.
Yeah.
Go back, download all of those, and give those a listen. And we've been alluding to the big operation coming up, and it's happened. And like you've said, we had to
Adjust.
Yeah, we've had to
Big
deal with
adjustment
it.
period.
But not nothing we can't do.
No.
We have been known to duck and weave a little bit. We can get through it all.
Yeah, I mean it's been good. Like I had 2 months off prior to surgery, which was great. That was like the dream. I could still walk around. Everything was sweet, you know. And then we were doing the pod. It was great. And then post surgery has been like, I can't even move. Like I guess.
Yeah, you're into rehab,
dude. Oh, not even that yet. It's like I have to shower with the boot on, so it's a whole process. Like we bought like the big black sacks, you know, the rubbish bags.
Yeah, boy.
Yep. Wrap a towel around the top of my knee. Tape the
Sack.
Tape that on, and I'm showering with the boot on, and it just everything's like a whole process, right? And God bless my mother for helping me out. I've been staying up north with her at her and dad.
That's what I said. I think I said last week. I said Andy's up north, getting the best money, getting the best sewer money can buy.
Yeah, exactly. You can't buy Sue. So it's a whole process, man. It's pretty crazy. Anyone that's had like major surgery and things like this, like I am now empathizing with you. It's not something that you realize until you like really immersed into it. How much the struggle is, and I know you've been through it as well with your knee. So I guess at the time, maybe when you had your surgery, I was a little bit oblivious to it. And then once you go through something like this,
It's a long road, man.
It is.
It's a long road. And if you don't give it your full attention, it's something that will never go back to as it was.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I feel like it won't anyway.
It doesn't.
You know, it's now.
I remember with my knees, they were saying like, so what I heard from doctors was like, if you hit these, so they tested my left knee, my left knee, which was the good one, and they were like, okay, you're meeting these targets, so we want you to get better than that after surgery on the fixed knee. So I was hitting those targets in the gym, so they were like, oh, your knee's stronger than it was. It doesn't feel like that. I was just hitting the certain movements that you gave me.
Yeah.
So it's the doctors saying it's better than it was. It doesn't feel like that. It clicks.
But it's also like you at the time your work was full on, right? They always you ever go into the like doctor's office with an injury and they fill out their ACC form and it's like how heavy is your work?
Yeah.
And it says it's like 2 kgs, 5 kgs, 10 kgs, and it's like 25 kgs heavier. So that should be bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because if you work in a trade, 25 kg is
pretty standard.
That's small. Like,
it's going on your shoulder all the time.
Yeah, it's going to be more than that. So when doctors or physios and that are trying to rehab you and get you back to strength and hit these targets, they're hitting targets that aren't necessarily targets that are specific to this person's work.
Yeah, it's the job of the. I'm assuming you'll get as the occupational therapist that'll come in, and then they kind of tell the physio how to tailor your rehab around your return to work plan, and they do a better job at adjusting it to like your suited work. So a lot of what I did was walking on clay and uneven ground. So a lot of my workouts were on Bosu balls, just to get the stabilizing things going and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
something I've been doing what's a post surgery Andy doing from 9 till 5?
I clock Netflix. Moved on to
100% completion.
Yeah, I think so. I moved. Fuck. I don't know. There's a lot of much the same, to be honest. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Netflix, gaming, sleep, a lot of sleep. Really not too much because there's not much that I can.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm expecting some element of like excitement.
No, but it's great. You know, like I get horizontal.
Perfect.
Brilliant.
It's the best.
It's good.
It's the best orientation.
Yeah. It's the best latitude to be.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We like being landscape.
Yeah. Bro, you're a landscape.
Thank you. Shut up. You're a dumb landscape.
No, but I've been watching a lot of fucking TV, and thank fuck, you know, I'm a man, but thank fuck Love Island has come out because it's something I've been watching.
It's back.
I've been watching daily.
Once again, if you've listened to the podcast, you will know that we are avid Love Island listeners. If you do not know that we like that, once again, do your homework. Go back, listen to the old episodes. We've talked about it before.
Yeah.
But it's back. It's another summer in Mallorca, baby.
Yeah. Is it Mallorca? It's not. Has it always been Mallorca? Mallorca, whatever.
What did you think? What am I saying it wrong?
No, I always thought it was Beefer or something.
No, it's Mallorca's next to Beefer.
Right, so
Yeah.
it's just
Beefer's a bit full on.
It's just Beefer's cousin.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's family, innit?
Yeah. Right.
So,
Fuck, it's good to be back.
Yeah, a dozen tan sexies have been stranded on an island with nothing to do but look attractive and get to know each other. What a curse. Probably come out of it with huge careers.
They asked me to be on this season. I had to unfortunately turn them down due to the surgery.
Yeah, after seeing the audition on the Finlandish type beat.
Yeah. They're really eager to get me on there, but I said, look, I'm a little bit out of shape at the moment. My leg doesn't work. Put me in for next season.
Maybe a last week bombshell?
Maybe. Who knows? It's great. I don't watch much reality. Is it reality TV? Do you consider it that?
Yeah, I'd say. Yeah.
I don't watch.
It's real everyday people.
Right. See, I don't watch any of that stuff. I'm big on film. You know that. I love my TV shows.
Yeah.
Certain ones. I don't agree with certain ratings for movies and things like that. I've got my own depiction of them.
You know what you like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is the only time that I start to indulge in that. Like, I don't, there's, what's it? The Bachelor and all that. I never really watch any of that.
I've done a little bit of like Married at First Sight, whatever gets spat out on TV3, but Love Island's different, and it's a different animal. Like Netflix tried to do Love is Blind. I couldn't get into that.
Well,
it's just a giant. It's a social experiment.
Well, yeah, all I'm trying to say is that when these shows come out, people fully immerse themselves into this, and this is the only show that I do in that sort of reality TV realm. And I'm happy to say it. I love it.
Same. I mean, they're having the summer of their lives, but when it comes out to us, we are in the middle of winter, and for the 8, 9, 10 weeks, however long it goes, that I'll say it can, because you get an episode every day. It consumes your life for a bit.
Yeah.
And when the episode's finished, you're trying to get maybe the next day, or what I do, you watch one on Neon, then you try and get the fresh episode out on a dodgy stream. You check the Reddit, you're following the memes. You feel like you know these people inside out because you're watching them all the time. It's Big Brother.
I do have a little bit of a problem with it. How much it has changed.
It has.
And I get it. I get why they have to change it. The world is getting a lot more PC, PG, whatever the Chums boys couldn't get it either. I still don't know what it is.
There's guidelines.
Yeah. They're not smoking on TV anymore.
It's the corporate whip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it feels a lot more
fake. The second the
fake.
cigarettes went out,
yeah,
everyone knows when does the best gossip happen? When does the best shit talking happen?
Yeah. When you go for a ciggy.
When you're lighting up a Marlboro Red around the corner.
Stop it.
Vapes on low battery as well.
Just a moment of silence for Marlboro Reds.
That was great. But it is like, what was your initial sort of, so five girls lined up. If you don't know how the show works, 5 girls are lined up. One by one, the boy walks in, and what usually would happen is the girls step forward, whoever's keen for the guy, and then he kind of picks and he goes with whoever. But this year, the public voted, which was hard to listen to for the whole first episode because they just said it a million times.
Yeah. I mean, they kind of had to because they bring one guy in at a time. He doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
They have to say it over
Write
and
it
over.
on a billboard and they can read it while they walk in.
Yeah. Yeah, where's the producers at? Wait, what were you going to ask me? What was the...
I don't know. What's your initial... So, okay, say you get dumped into somewhere like Love Island. You get coupled up with somebody day one. What's the game you're playing? Like, obviously, the important thing is getting past those first 2 weeks. So then you've got time to win the public over. You might get some of the public vote by just being a good guy. But you need to find somebody. Are you staying close to the person you get coupled up with? Are you moving around? You don't want to throw all your eggs in one basket, but you are...
Well, see, there's 3 aspects.
There's tactics to this.
There's three main aspects to this for me. One is the money at the end, right? There's a $50,000,
which I think
prize.
Really needs to go up. That's not a lot of money for how much the show makes.
I agree. That's one aspect. The second aspect, it's called Love Island. You're there supposedly to find love. The third aspect is the clout and everything.
Post Love Island.
Yeah,
you're not working again for a long time if you go on Love Island.
Yeah, everything you get out of it
deal.
afterwards, right? So it depends on what I'm going in there for. Depending, that would change my tactic, right?
Yeah.
If I'm going in there for $50,000, play the field. Be like,
play the fucking game.
Yeah,
Find
play the game.
Whoever you think the public likes, latch on.
Yeah. And then just try stay in that couple. If I'm playing for love, I would just talk to all 5 girls straight up immediately.
Yeah.
Find which one I was most attracted to and found the most connection with.
Mm-hmm.
Just stay with them.
Makes the most sense. Yeah.
Yeah. If they were to like someone else and then I got voted off, then so be it.
Yeah.
I tried to go for love or whatever. The third one, for clout, again,
be funny.
Yeah, it would be a mixture of the two, right? You'd want to latch onto someone that the public likes. You want to be there for as long as you can, but then just create some other, like, you want to be on the memes every week. You want to be that guy.
Yeah, that's it. You want to have the catchphrase or something like that. You want to,
and also have a friendship in the villa, because if you've got like one of the
the buddy cop duo.
yeah,
that's important.
Yeah,
We haven't seen that for a while.
no.
R.I.P. Chris and Kim. They're not dead.
Yeah.
They're just around.
Well, that's the other thing. That's probably another reason why it's changed so much. There's actually been a few deaths off it, which is crazy.
It's changed, yeah.
It's maybe not something we should go into. But
but it's. I think it shone a light on. You see it all the time. Like I said, I read the Reddit, I look at memes and stuff like that. You are choosing to put yourself under the scrutiny of the public, which, if you're not okay with that and you don't know what you're signing up for, that is going to take a huge toll, because the second you step off that plane back in England, you are at that time one of the most famous people in the country.
yeah,
Until the shit kind of dies down. They've got a lot going on for a while, and then it sort of fades away, and then you're doing your own thing. You've got the base following. But if you can't handle that, or if you've displayed yourself negatively on the show, or you've done a wrong move, which I don't know why anyone else should be able to comment on it, because it's your decision at the time, and I'm sure you have to live with it. But it's just the added weight of the public scrutiny, like I said, like that's going to take a toll on somebody,
there's
and
also,
it has
There's also
to
got
the
to
most
be
extreme measure.
there's got to be some fault on like the producers or something though, like, because not all of it, and I'd say this with a bit of shame. Like, I've been in that sort of situation, like, and what you think is happening at the time with the cameras is not what's displayed.
No, it's not.
In post,
Mm.
and they can make you look like a fool.
They can paint you
However
It's
they
the
want.
power of
They own
editing.
you.
They can paint you however they like.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to adjust. Sorry, guys. There we go. Surgery things.
Surgery things. So yeah, Love Island's kind of been consuming the recent.
Yeah. So
What have you?
So you've been keeping up with it. Is there anything else that you've been
Yeah,
doing?
I have.
I haven't seen you for like 3 weeks, man. What have you been up to?
The finger was
Yeah,
something
how's it-
else that happened.
Yeah.
I explained that on last week's pod.
No mandolins in this household.
I've used it since. I invite this
He's
into my
lost
life.
3 more fingers.
Yeah, what up? that was the bull horns.
Yeah.
As if I'd lost more fingers.
All right, Reese Darby. You can laugh like him.
Oh no. Sorry. Sometimes you feel the need to paint it out. Yeah, so honestly, it's every couple of days going to get the dressing changed. It's turning to nothing. It's kind of more of a fucking pain in the ass now. If you're gonna fall off, fall off.
Yeah.
Just let me have the weird finger. If you're gonna attach, I'm wearing this little brace thing so I don't knock the tip around. The tip's numb anyway, and it's black. Just do whatever you want to do. I'm over it. Yeah. My hand's gone all dry because I can't wash it properly. Look at that. Yeah.
So that's all you've been up to? Just the
No,
finger?
what did I do on the weekend? So Saturday rolled around. The lady had a big exam to end the semester. She's going into her final semester.
Congratulations.
Yeah, she's worked extremely hard. She finished that. It was on an exam on a Saturday night that finished at 7:30.
The audacity.
The audacity in a winter. So you're stepping out of that exam into the chilly, crisp winter air.
Students have better things to do.
They do, which is what we did after. Now I did. That wasn't.
Oh yeah.
I talked about. I don't know if you didn't listen to last week's episode, but
I got snippets.
the people caught me at a low, requesting friends, requesting a drinking buddy, because I was explaining that I'm a cocktail guy now.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, and I said I alluded to it in the podcast. I said, look, Andy knows all about this.
Yeah, I do, as I am as well. Me and you, we do enjoy going out for.
We like to
drink.
look the part, be the part.
Yeah. Like just this afternoon, we were talking about going to the pub, go out for a drink. But then there's also sometimes that you don't want to just go for a pint.
It's the wrong time of year for that stuff.
get
That
in
was
a
my
collar.
problem.
Go for something nice.
Yeah, that's it. I think the one thing that fuels us, like, our 98 octane is vibe.
Yeah.
Like when the vibe is right, that is when we're fucking
shine.
packed full of horses. Like we're if you know what I mean. Like I'm
Mm.
trying to explain this, but I can't think of any words.
No. But yeah, when you're vibing,
Everything's right.
hips are thrusting,
Oh, hips are thrusting.
dance floor's on,
Dance floor's on.
you've had a few
We've had a few.
cocktails or something.
Yeah. So we went out after post her exam, and
Not me.
no,
You and the
no,
lady.
myself and the lady
Yes.
dove into some cocktails, some bread and dips. Celebrated the end of a long working semester for her. In bed very early. Watched some Love Island. Called it a night.
Man,
But, yeah.
we're getting old.
No, we're not. I keep saying that,
Yeah.
and I'm sick of thinking it. I'm not old. Crawled back into bed, got our 8 hours, and we called that a weekend. We went and did some tiny house stuff. Picked out some tiles,
Mm.
so we got that done. It's going to be nice. And yeah,
Awesome, man.
yeah. Oh, should we announce the off-topic mid-year work do?
Yeah, hell yeah, that sounds good.
All right.
It's been in the works.
Yeah, so we will be, the boys like a bit of biffs.
Oh,
The
yeah.
boys like watching a little 1-2. So we will be heading to the Fight for Life that got announced this week with a couple of personalities, a couple of athletes across Auckland and New Zealand. So we'll probably head out after, I'd say.
Mm.
Yeah? Go out
Yeah,
for a couple of cocktails.
I'll be out of the
Yeah?
I'll be out of the boot by then, so
Yeah.
I should be walking freely.
If you're there, say what up. If it's your thing. If you're coming out for a drink after, come with.
Yeah.
All right. Nice. That'll be exciting, and we may have more to say on that.
Yeah, maybe next week.
Now, did you have something you wanted to say? I don't remember.
Oh, so yeah, no, just with the surgery.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to say like a quick shout out to these guys. God, I give them a shout out. I don't even know who they are. It was like
Foot's Construction.
No, yeah, footbuilders.com. No, it was
Ankles and more.
it was like North Shore, Shakespeare Road, Takapuna Surgical Centre there. Fucking phenomenal. Like I got in there,
All the bells and whistles.
yeah, little bit freaking out, because you had to go in by yourself because COVID and all that. Like
True.
you're like I was going in by myself, like
Yeah.
I'm a 27-year-old man. It's all good,
We saw it, Mum. Should I walk in here now?
Yeah. But
I'll see you on the other side.
Yeah.
But you're going to be there, right?
regardless, it's scary. It can be scary. I'm not afraid to admit it.
Mm.
But it was fantastic. These guys, like, they calm me down. Not that I was freaking out too much, but they're very calming people. But the thing that I love, like, that they give you your robe and everything. But
Oh, my, yeah.
Yeah,
I think I know where
yeah.
you're going.
but they've got like small, medium, XL, and like double XL. But it's all on like a heated towel rail.
Nice.
So like your robe's all
Yeah,
nice
special.
and warm and everything. And I grabbed probably the triple XL by this stage,
Mm.
and I put it on. And I'm like, fuck, doing it up, tie it up, and it's like, oh yeah, nice and warm, mean.
Yeah.
And I walk outside, and I'm like, yeah, ready to go. And the nurse goes, oh, something I forgot to tell you. That was how to put those on. That's backwards. so
It's completely split down the front,
Dude,
pecker hanging out.
yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
you're getting a whole face full of Miller
pretty much, man. It was like, well,
with the circulation socks on.
yeah. That's I had the full like white circulation socks up to your knees with the
britches.
orange grippy ones on over top so you don't slip. Health and safety gone too far nowadays. But it was a nice warm robe. It was just on backwards, and like you see all those movies and the ass is hanging out the back of the robe
Yeah.
and everything. I was like, surely we're far developed now that doesn't happen. So I just had the front hanging out, walking in the hallway.
Mm.
So that was
Hope the aircon wasn't on.
No, it was warm because of the heated tower. It was nice.
Oh, cozy.
I don't know what anyone else thought, but I felt good.
Anti-sweats.
So the next thing is I'm in the waiting room having. They give you a few drugs and a few things, and you have, and because you can't eat or drink 6 hours prior, which sucks.
6 hours. That's less than it used to be.
Oh shit! Sorry.
I think.
Less.
I thought it was 24 or 12 or. Fuck, I don't know, bro. Honestly,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 6. Maybe it was 12. I don't fucking know. And you're sitting there in this waiting room, and luckily they had the last night's late night TV on late night, which I love watching. And then they bring you in, because everything's like such a slow process when they like bring you through until you get into the operating room.
Yeah.
And everything just fucking happened like that, like so quick.
Yeah.
But the best thing, they're like, here's your bed, whatever. Like, open the covers. There's like 10 people in the room, and I got in. Fucking electric blanket
Really?
on the operating table.
Getting cozy.
Yeah,
Don't worry about the
it was,
gas. I'll be off now. Caught some Z's.
I was asleep before they gassed me. It was,
You count to 10.
I hadn't eaten, hadn't drunk anything, and as soon as I like slipped into this like, like just nice electric blanket, like fluff, like like in the hood of your jacket or something.
Oh,
like
you need to get an Audi if you're into that stuff.
It was
for realsies.
That was phenomenal, and I was just out cold. It was great. And the next day I had had a lovely nurse looking after me. The next day, it was the same day.
It was 3 hours later.
I had been on some serious fucking drugs. Like when you come out of surgery and you're still like disorientated, and I was like still in my gown a bit like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Talking to this nurse,
Yeah,
lovely lady.
I think she likes me.
I think her name was Chelsea. I don't know. Hit us up. Like my fucking nipples hanging out of this robe and shit. I'm half just like drooling, coming out, like trying to make sentences. And then I feel like a second has passed, but now I'm like in my clothes, and it'd been like an hour, and I was like, wait, what? Who put these on me?
I always did this stuff whenever I woke up from surgeries, which was like, you need to really sleep the anesthetic off. But so you wake up and then you go back to sleep, and you wake up and you go back to sleep and that. But I always woke up and like would turn to someone and be like, sweet, I'm awake, I can go home now.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, you can't. And then I'd be like, no, I can, straight up. And they were like, okay, we'll try and sit up. And you sit up, vomited every time.
Yeah.
I'd always wake up, vomit, and then just go back to sleep. And then you wake up and they're like, told you.
Yeah, it's such an unsettling feeling. You just
it is. You are being chemically comatose.
But you feel like you're awake and good, and you're like, hell yeah. And then an hour's passed, but you blink and it's been 10 seconds.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, or you think you're chilling, and then you blink, and someone's like, "Oh, you had a little sleep, little guy," and you're like, "What are you talking about, lady?"
You're like, it's Wednesday.
Yeah.
You're like, what? What the fuck?
Your ankle's been and gone.
Yeah. We did the other one just to be sure. Yeah. So I shout out to them. I'm sorry I can't remember your names. The official place, but if you ever need a surgery, Shakespeare Road.
Shout out to Ankles and Boots.
And go to Shakespeare Road in Takapuna. They look after you. You get nice like heated robes, heated bed. You get in there and it's luxury, as much as a surgery can be. So, yeah. Sorry to bring that back to surgery and stuff, but
it
felt
happened.
I felt like people had to know that. I wanted to give them credit where it was due.
Nice. All right, so I put a thing out on the story the other day. You guys might have seen it. I just wanted to know some weird food combos. Like, I was just genuinely curious. It was a Sunday. I think I was chilling, and was just kind of thinking like, I want to hear some strange things. What's out there? And thank you to the small but active Instagram following we have, because you guys are great. Like, if we ask a question, it gets answered. Thank you. So put a thing. I'll run a few by you, Andy,
Right.
of some food combos, because that seemed to be the thing that came in most.
This is good. I'm a big foodie.
All right.
I don't cook, but I eat. So, big foodie.
What are your thoughts? Now, this was said by someone that apparently on TikTok, people are saying that dipping pickles in whipped cream goes hard. Now, I'm not a pickles guy, and you are Andy Pickles.
I am big
so
pickles.
These Tommy
I-
Pickles all grew up
I'll eat them out the jar. I fucking love pickles. With what whipped cream?
with whipped cream. Apparently,
No, I don't even eat whipped cream as it is.
you're not a whipped cream guy.
No,
my brother's not.
unless it's in the bedroom. Nah, leave it
Yeah.
off my plate.
Fair enough. Ham and jam sandwiches. Now this is no. So hear me out here.
Glazed ham, like a
This is the cousin of a chicken and cranberry. I would
right,
say.
yeah. I'm with you. I could.
So if I'm making a chicken burger and I've got some brie cheese, I'll put a chicken and brie cheese, and if I've got no cranberry, I will put jam on a chicken burger to emulate it.
yeah. I can see
So
that.
I can see this one.
Yeah, same. A glazed ham goes hard, so it gets like a half thumbs up for me.
Yeah.
I
Like a
think.
Christmas ham.
Yeah, I think that's something. If you just go in like luncheon and like a strawberry jam.
Oh, if you're going luncheon and Craig's jam,
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that.
I don't know, but it can be done right.
Yeah.
I suppose. That's way different from the pickle thing, right? That's for me. That's something that goes something with savory. I know pickles can be quite sweet, but that is the sweet that goes to the savory. You don't add sweet on top of sweet.
Yeah.
You
Do you
know
call
what I
pickles
mean?
sweet? I thought pickles were sour
It
because it's a brine.
can be both. Like,
I don't know. I'm not a pickle eater. I'm asking you.
yeah. Well, look again. I just eat it. I'm not like I'm not a food connoisseur,
Right,
you know.
yeah.
Like, and I wouldn't know if it was sweet or sour, per se. But I feel it might be defined as sour, but to me it gives it that sweet sort of
Umami.
kick.
Yeah.
You know.
Marmite on toast with eggs on it. You're just mixing two good meals at this point. You can
Yeah.
have Marmite on toast. You can have eggs on toast.
So-
This is a calorie thing.
Can I just break that down real quick?
Yeah.
Are you having what, like scrambled eggs or poached eggs?
I'd
or-
say poached if you're going on toast. Oh, I
Okay.
suppose not. Yeah, we'll say
See,
poached.
See, that's something I wouldn't mind.
That's the
I'm-
thing. This doesn't sound completely outlandish to me.
No, I'm a Vegemite over Marmite guy.
I couldn't give a toss.
But it's just like a salty sort of thing, right? It's just adding like a.
It's
I could do that. Yeah.
So Vegemite and Marmite are concentrated soy extract.
Right. But it's just got that lot of salt taste to it,
Yeah,
right?
So it is. And
it's just-
people salt the fuck out of a poached egg.
exactly. I could do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I could.
Caramel popcorn with milk, eaten like cereal.
Ah.
Now,
okay.
don't dismiss this.
I've got two things to say on this.
One, it's already playing the part of cereal by being popcorn.
Yeah.
So if
yeah.
this was in a box, it's ready to tip in a bowl.
Yeah.
Now, I think this hinges on if you are okay with soggy cereal, because I do not mind soggy cereal. and-
However, but if you buy like packet caramel corn,
yeah,
like it's usually a lot more crisp. I don't think
It
that
is.
would go soggy. You know, like not like
no,
your
it wouldn't.
normal
There's a big
popcorn.
layer on the outside
Yeah,
doing work.
so that would stay quite crunchy, and I can see that. Working,
would.
yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I can dig this one.
But I'm not a massive cereal eater. I don't
fuck,
I don't
my
eat
dog's a-
cereal full stop.
So I'm a cereal eater, but as I've gotten older, my tummy doesn't like milk that much, which sucks, man. Because I used to eat so much cereal.
No, I can't stand cereal. Call me crazy. I can't stand it. Just toast all day. However, that combination,
Mm.
I can see it working. But before you go any further, did you ever used to put icing sugar on your popcorn?
Yeah, I did.
See,
Yes.
I feel like this is a combination that I don't know if it's
saw.
been brought up.
So to
but-
me, because I didn't like salt when I was young. I never salted my food or anything like that. I never liked salt, and I never liked butter. I thought butter
Right.
left a weird film in my mouth. I didn't like it,
so
and
it's a
I
texture
thought,
thing.
yeah, and I didn't like. I thought if you added butter to a spread on a sandwich, it just diluted the spread,
Right.
and I didn't like that. I had the spread
See,
to
I'm
have
the
the
opposite
spread.
nowadays.
Oh,
Anyway,
I've changed. I like to cook. I cook everything in butter now, but so when you take away butter and salt, like two things that I don't know, like about everyone else, but in my household, those were two things that were commonly put on popcorn. icing sugar was the other alternative.
Mm.
And nowadays, like, my thoughts on movie popcorn, but I'll take a Butter Lovers. That's been
Yeah.
my little lusty leopard lately, is a bag of Butter Lovers.
Yeah, I've
Sorry.
I've been a big fan on icing sugar on popcorn for years. My older brother Gareth, shout him out, got me into it.
Mm.
We would always movie was on in the living room, icing sugar on the just
watching
over
some
the
Ace
bowl.
Ventura.
Yeah, it was, and that was perfect. And that for me, now I'm a bit older, seems a bit wacky.
Oh,
I wouldn't go out on my way to do it now, but as a kid, I was like, "Fuck yeah, that was me."
Oh, you're pre-diabetic in a week. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to have it now, but it's not something I'd go out on my way for. It's just a staple in the Miller household whenever we had popcorn.
All right, next one. Now, this one might be washing your raw chicken. No, so the science behind this is people think that if you store chicken, it develops salmonella on it, right? So washing that, you wash the salmonella off it,
Nah.
which is not true. And if you do this, you're a flaming idiot.
No.
All you are doing, if there is a small dot of salmonella potentially on your chicken, which will be cooked off
It'd be
very quickly,
burned off, yeah.
all you are doing is washing it and spreading it over your chicken. If you run chicken under the tap, you have a lower IQ than most of the nation.
Look, I have a lower IQ than most of the nation, and I don't wash my chicken, so
That's good.
no,
I thought you were about to.
say that I did.
I may be a little bit devoted to this topic. You
No.
may have caught that.
No, but look, I mean, anything I've been taught over the years that anything that you cook, if you fucking bring it up to enough heat,
Yeah.
like it's gone.
Yeah.
Right? There's a optimal zone where
There
germs
is.
and everything they sit.
The Maillard reaction,
yeah,
which is when you develop a crust and caramelize. That's taking away a lot of Watch a lot of YouTube, man.
All right, science guy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Science guy. Hydrogen and shit.
yeah, atoms. Whoa. No, so there's an optimal zone that there's these sorts of things live, right? The bacteria live. So as soon as you chuck in that pan, fucking fry that bitch up.
Yeah.
You're never gonna. Yeah, I've never had salmonella.
I've had salmonella poisoning. I remember
I've had food poisoning. But
I've had food poisoning a couple times, and I have had salmonella poisoning, which is next level.
Yeah.
I remember being about 5 years old, living with my family in this house, sort of like out the back of Ranui area. I remember sitting in my mum's bedroom watching. I don't know if people do it anymore, but the little square, the box TVs.
Yeah.
Maybe like a 20-inch. That mum had up right in the corner, like the top corner of the bedroom,
Yeah.
laying in a bed, watching Dragon Ball Z, watching Gohan v Cell,
Oof.
and my mum coming in because I had salmonella poisoning, and her picking me up, and we were walking across the room, and I have no shame when I say this because I'm at peace with myself. My mum said, "Oh my gosh, what have you done?" And I looked down, and without knowing, I had completely shat all over her. Clear shit.
What?
Salmonella.
Radioactive.
Poisoning, baby.
Oh my god. Warning. Wow.
Swiftly moving on to more food.
I just briefly I want to touch on that. I've had a very bad food poisoning case before, and it amazes me how much it gets like discredited because people go, I can't come into work tomorrow. I've had food poisoning.
Food poisoning, yeah.
Bro, like I've had some serious like food poisoning before, and that thing knocked me out for like a week, 2 weeks nearly.
Oh, if you
It
wake up
was-
and you've got runny
you just
number
ate
twos,
something bad.
you just had a couple beers last night.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
just had
don't-
some mint, some red meat will do that to you.
Put some credit on food poisoning's name. Don't,
Yeah.
don't
Wake up and have a one square meal, it'll freaking tighten you right back up.
exactly. I think it gets a little
Food
bit.
poisoning will
discredited.
send you for 6.
Yeah, it took me like a week or two to get right.
Oh, it's big
I
time.
even
Craig Standard, father, He is renowned for getting food poisoning because he loves a 3 p.m. Chicken skewer chicken kebab from the bakery, aka the salmonella stick.
AKA the last kebab.
Yeah.
As they're shutting.
Probably threw him a sausage roll at the same time. They're just trying to get rid of it, and he decides to have some chicken. And next thing you know, he's spewing on the curtains.
Oh, no.
Nah, that's a different story. And he called me out for freaking naming and shaming him in an episode a couple episodes ago. He was like, "Oh yeah, don't air everything out."
Sorry, Craig.
Last one, chili Doritos and cucumber. How the fuck would you eat that? Together? Slice them up? I don't...
So, like, you put a bit of cucumber on top of, like a cracker, like cheese and cracker.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking you dice up a cucumber and throw it into a bag of Doritos and shake the bag.
Nah,
Like
you
Maltesers and popcorn, which I've never done, but I've seen on movies.
Yeah, that's all good. But, nah, you couldn't do that. I think it's a case that you'd slice the cucumber up,
Yeah.
and it would be like cheese and crackers. I can see that
I can
working.
see that.
Not a big cucumber fan.
Cucumber
I
took
wouldn't
my
eat it.
finger. So,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, we don't like cucumbers around here.
We are beefing with vegetables. No, we're not. So the Wiggles. The Wiggles are going on a reunion tour.
Again,
Yes.
the second one.
They're reuniting again. So the Wiggles have changed over the years, right? The people that we grew up with are no longer Wiggles. They have done all their wiggling and now they are resting.
Are they all
But-
wiggled out? They don't exist anymore.
No, so Emma's the big deal apparently in the Wiggles realm, but I also think that she's gone. So the big starting four of Greg, the front man, Yellow Wiggle, big time. He's the big shot, right?
You still remember their name?
Okay, yeah, watch this.
Wow, okay. Here we
Greg,
go.
yellow shirt, he's big time. He always had the voice. He could sing. In the blue shirt, we had Anthony,
Right.
the guy that has been there the whole time. Anthony, king of been singing about fruit salad so long he's become one. Then next up, I think we have Jeff, Sleepy Jeff. Wake up, purple shirt, Sleepy Jeff, who
My name is Jeff.
I'm pretty sure he just had an iron deficiency.
Oh,
He just needed to. But he was asleep all the time. Wake
didn't
up,
have enough fruit
wake,
salad.
Dude, wake up and have some spinach, have a steak. And then we had Murray in the red shirt, who was king of the instruments, but his posture and his eyes were creepy.
Wait,
I
so
think-
were they all male?
Yeah,
Originally?
the OGs. Apart, I'm assuming Dorothy the dinosaur is a female, but it's not the right time to assume that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Don't assume a dinosaur's gender, Jared.
No way. You couldn't do it now. You couldn't do it 40 million years ago. By the way, speaking about dinosaurs, if anybody's into David
Edinburgh?
Attenborough documentaries, if you have Apple TV, Planet Earth, the documentary that he did, if you've got an Apple TV with a whole lot of CGI, they've just released a 6-part documentary called Prehistoric Earth.
It's pretty
Really
good.
cool.
They do have a exclusive interview with Dorothy on it. So
Yeah. And then they show you how she evolved into Wags. Captain Feathersword, I'm sure he'll be making a return.
I don't know that person.
And Henry the Octopus. That's about all I know about the Wiggles, but
So,
they're coming back.
So I'm pretty sure I used to watch them as a kid.
I was never a Wiggles person, but this was just ingrained in my brain. Carry on, sorry I cut you off.
I think I watched them as a kid. I obviously remember who they are. And like if you showed me a photo, you know, you obviously know who they are, but I didn't remember their names or anything.
Yeah.
Just put out there.
Dumb,
But
yeah. Stupid. Fucking stupid.
But I swear they've had like a reunion tour already. I
So
swear this is like
This reunion tour, which, I mean, it doesn't mean anything, but it's on my birthday in Auckland. No, I don't want to go. Don't think that's a good idea.
damn it.
Scratch
Scratch that one off the list.
Toblerone's back on.
But how can they have a reunion tour if it's all new cast?
Because this is the original Wiggles, right?
So the original.
The
are coming-
originals are coming back out for a tour of Australia and New Zealand. R15. 15-year-olds and older only.
What are they gonna do? What?
They released a song not that long ago, the Wiggles, pretty much saying like fuck Queensland up New South Wales for a state of origin thing.
Wow.
Like they know their lane.
Hang on. Where are the Wiggles from? Are they American?
Australian.
They're Australian. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. I was like,
Yeah.
if they're American, they definitely knew their fan base because it's all through New Zealand and Australia. It's like, what?
Yeah.
That makes sense. No Australian dinosaurs.
Yeah. But I don't know what they're going to be doing. Like, is it like? Do you think that they decided to do the 20th year anniversary like reunion, and then Greg walks in and he's like, "I've got an idea," and Murray's like, "Look, Greg, if you're in, I'm in." And Jeff wakes up and he's like, "Bleh." And he was like, "Well, if you guys
You
are
son
doing
of a
it,
bitch.
I'm in."
I'm in.
Yeah. And they're
I
all
got a
sitting there, and
job.
Anthony's sitting there just still strumming fruit salad 20 years later, and they're like, "Anthony, you got one more fruit salad in you?" And he was like, he turns to them, "I can put the cherry on top."
You're talking
And then
about
they
the
s-
R18 version.
And then they stack hands, and then they go 1, 2, 3, wig,
Wiggles.
and then
Oh.
wiggles, sorry, and then they're out of there.
Fucking hell.
Good on them.
Dorothy's just a fossil.
Wags the dog's like 47 and blind in dog years.
Fucking hell. How are they still bleeding this thing dry?
I don't know.
What do
The
they do?
Wiggles,
Like-
they're so old they become the Shakes. How long are we going to bleed this dry? I had a funny dream last night. So,
we love dreams here on the podcast.
We do.
We're big dream analysts.
yes. And you know who else was? Margaret Bowater.
Margaret
Another episode to go check. That seems to be the theme of the episode.
Mm.
I had a dream last night, and it was kind of weird. Now, I was dreaming that I was in sort of like a bank. Something like that. I can't remember what I was buying, but I was in a line of people, and there was a lot of people around me. Now, two guys calmly walked in, and like they had like a balaclava thing on in a bag, and they just quickly said to everybody, like, "Hey, no one cause a scene here. You're all going to go single file and walk up to us. You're going to walk up to us. You're going to drop your wallets in this bag, and then you're all going to leave. And if you choose to kick up a fuss, we'll take action." And in my dream, I was like, I thought I was like, these guys are executing this perfectly.
You don't own a wallet. You had to drive home to pick up your passport to buy alcohol. So what did you... sorry, I don't mean to keep going. Did you have a wallet in your dream?
I do. I have a wallet in real life. It's just got my safe and my FPOS card.
Sorry.
And a crisp $20 bill for emergencies.
Go on. Were you willing to depart with that $20 note?
It's not. In my dream, I was like, I took my cards out of my wallet while I was in the single file line, pocketed them, and threw my empty wallet into the bag. And I was like, looked at them and I was like, "You just took everything I have." And they were like, "This is a robbery." And I was like, "Oh, go figure." And you don't say. But it turns out we walk outside and we kind of get ushered off. Everybody I was in line with, the guy comes out with the bag of wallets. He gives all their wallets back except mine. Turns out every single person there was in on the heist except me, and they just wanted my wallet. But I had finessed them and given them an empty wallet, and no one knew who won the situation, and we were all there confused.
took out all two cards.
And me and Tom Travojevic, the Manly Seagulls fullback, drove away in a convertible with like Hawaiian themed paint on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a rush.
Was it though? Because I don't know about you, but I have been sleeping terribly this week, and
No, I'm on enough drugs to kill a horse.
true. Yeah, the body cycle must be way out.
Mm.
I sleep terribly in a full moon, and I'd call that a bit blasé, call that a bit out there. I'm not one to believe in much, but this is one thing I 100% believe in. I do not sleep when the full moon is around.
Weird.
Yeah, and the lady, she subscribes to the theories. I talked to the lady in the office that I work in, and she was like, funny you say that. Me and my partner both talk about this. She was like, I had my daughter on a full moon, and she sleeps terribly when they're around as well.
Huh.
Like, it's just weird. I'm just laying there at midnight, post-midnight, thinking, I am so full of energy, and then you look outside, you're like, oh, it's a full moon, that's fucking why. Damn it. Even if I don't know the moon cycle.
That's strange. Like, do you think you were born on a full moon, and that's
I don't know,
something
man.
to do with
like,
it like
I
that,
said,
or is
like
it-
I don't even like taking Panadol. Like I don't subscribe to much.
What does
I
that
don't
got to do with the
like
moon?
no, but like I don't subscribe to much like hearsay or like things you should
Yeah,
do.
you're a
in-
science guy.
No, I'm not a science guy.
Oh.
Like I am and I'm not. Actually, no, you've made my point here. You're right.
Yeah.
But I don't
Well,
know why I use the Panadol analogy then.
No, but it's science in terms of you conduct your own experiment in terms of if it works for you and you know it to be true, then you believe it.
Yeah, I believe it because it happened
Exactly.
to me.
Yeah. So for the Panadol, for example, you could be taking Panadol and be like, well, I don't feel any
Oh,
different.
no, Panadol fucking works. I just don't like taking medicine that much. I'm not like an
Right,
anti-vax.
so that's-
I'm not an anti-vax person.
So that's a
but-
whole nother argument. But
Yeah,
in
I don't know what
terms
that's
of-
what I mean. I don't know why I use that.
Yeah, but in terms of the moon is like things like that, or like the saying you don't subscribe to these other sort of things, is because if it doesn't happen to you, you don't necessarily believe it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
So I need.
I'm the same.
yeah.
I mean, I'll sleep anytime, anywhere, any place.
Nice.
Fucking sleep for life, baby. Not fight for life.
Yeah, sleep for life.
I think there is a lot of properties with the full moon. Like if that's the
Yeah,
right
not mu-
word, there's a lot. I'm a little bit spiritual in the sense
With that
like
thing.
yeah, like with the full moon and things like that.
And one thing that I thought about it when I was young. It was always something I looked at, but then you put it into words one day, and it's stuck with me since. When I was young, I would always notice when there was a day moon, and then one day you just said, "You're like, to the Greeks, the day moon brings good luck."
Mm.
And every day now since I said it, I'm like, oh, well,
So-
day moon brings good luck.
Yeah, was it the Greeks?
It could be wrong, but I've
It's-
said the Greeks.
No,
because
it's
you said it once.
it's actually a quote.
Oh, don't tell me it's not real.
No, it is. It is. But I can't remember if it was Greeks or not because I always said it was Greeks. But I heard it again in used as a quote
Right.
in a film. Not that it was made up, but then I remember hearing it and be like, "Hey, that's what I say." But I don't think they used Greeks. But I've always said Greek. Yeah, but it does. Yeah, that's a day. Whoever said it.
Whether it's real or not, I'm all for the placebo. Like, I was talking to the lady about this the other day. I bought a supplement, and she was like, "I'd be interested to see if it's real or not." Because it's meant to just like brighten up your mornings. It's like a mushroom powder, and then it's like a combination of mushrooms that's meant to help you wake up in the mornings, kind of thing. And I said to her, I was like, whether this works or not, the placebo is 100% going to work on me. If I'm taking this supplement, I will 100% think I'm having a better morning, and that's all I need.
Yeah, totally. It's those little things that just make you feel
That's
like
it.
it's going to work.
Like,
So
it's what we were saying before about when we were like, I mean, it's a funny reference, but we were joking about the cocktails and the vibe. Like, look the part, be the part. That can get you a long way. You ever heard of fake it till you make it?
Yeah.
Like,
look good, feel good.
yeah.
It's all these
Any other shit that rhymes?
it's all these little sayings, but like the a day moon brings good luck. It's just one of those things that if it happens and you see it, it's not a bad thing to make
No.
you feel it, right? Like
No, it's not at all.
it's just one of those little notions. It's like, there's I'm gonna have a good day now.
Yeah. Maybe that's all you need.
Yeah. But then there's the other side, you get shat on by a bird and you're like, good luck.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you're like,
yeah.
I don't feel like this is lucky.
Yeah,
It's
no, I've
just-
got poo on me.
Someone just said this to make their friend not feel bad.
Yeah.
And it's stuck for centuries. Pretty much. Like,
Or if a bird flies in the house, a bad omen. No, it's not. The fucking bird's just in the house.
yeah, just if you break a mirror, you got bad luck for 7 years. No, you just broke Mum's mirror.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mum.
Yeah.
Mum's an advocate for that one.
Andy,
Jared.
what is your yuck for the week?
My yuck. Bit of a small yuck, but an annoying one. I went to go for a test drive yesterday because I just drove back to Auckland today and went to start my car. My truck did not start. And that is a big yuck for me because that means I've got my vehicle up at my parents' house not starting. Don't know what's wrong with it. Hopefully it's just the battery's dead. But nothing worse than you just want to go somewhere.
Just an annoying thing to
Just-
have on your plate.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
got a lot of things going on with the family and my own shit with my recovery. Now my truck doesn't start. And I'm like, oh gosh, yeah, that's a yuck.
Just
for me.
add it to the list.
Yeah, fuck, that can wait.
Yuck.
Yeah,
Gross.
you got a yuck?
Yeah, I do have a yuck, and it's kind of a niche thing that goes into a bigger thing that I'm sure a lot of people will appreciate. So I jumped in the car today, and I don't know if it happens to a lot of other people, but I jumped in the car and didn't land in the seat properly and kind of adjusted. You know when you get in the car and you do the shuffle?
Yeah.
Got a wedgie.
Oh,
And
yeah. Okay, go. You go.
So driving and you're trying to like unpull that wedgie that's there, or you got to do the shuffle to
Yeah.
try and peel it out of your fucking crack. But okay, so that movement itself is my yuck. But I'm gonna umbrella the whole yuck and just say the undies that don't fit right.
Oh,
When you slap them on in the morning because you're in a rush, and the worst is when when you're like, oh, these are the uncomfy ones, but I'm in a rush, so I'm going to put that problem on the back burner.
nah, that is so much of a yuck for me.
Yeah.
I throw them out.
Yeah, you have to. You have to make a conscious decision. As soon as they're not something that you are happy to pilot your day in,
Yeah,
get rid of them.
exactly. There's a point. I probably hit that point in my life where you'll have like a pair of uncomfortable underwear.
Nads,
And then sometimes you'll keep them around because you're like, fuck, like
yeah.
I might need to wear them. Like now I'm comfortable enough that if it's uncomfortable, I'll throw them out straight away.
Look, if you've got shit gruds, it's probably bad for your headspace.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah.
Headspace. But it's funny.
It took me a second.
It's funny you say that because I had the exact same problem driving down here a couple of hours ago.
Immobilized.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, sorry.
But it's so bad because I got into the truck. Obviously, like I said, my truck's not working, so I took my old man's truck down to Auckland, and I'm injured. I can barely move as it is, trying to shuffle and de-wedge.
Yeah, gross.
2, I'm in Dad's truck, uncomfortable, new sort of truck, like not sure about the position.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
things
You're a
like-
little bit more. Your senses are heightened a little bit.
Yeah, because you're driving in a different vehicle, things like that. And 3, I've got leather seats in my truck. If I'm wedged, de-wedging is not a problem because the leather seats is just like a.
Yeah.
Like it's just it's easy to move. And I suffered like a 2.5 hour drive wedged.
Damn,
Yuck.
that is yuck. Should we swing it to something a little bit more positive?
Yums.
You got it. Do you have a yum for me this week, Randy?
This week, look, I'm gonna probably keep it in the same field. My yum is the fact that I'm back driving. It's been testing 2-3 weeks. Again, like I put on the Instagram, it's not necessarily just my injury. Like the family's going through a lot of stuff. So thank you for your support and everyone helping out. But my yum is the fact that I am able to get back out on the road and drive and go see my friends and things like that. I'm not just locked up in the house. So, it's very simple yum this week, but it is huge. It is huge. Anyone that has been off with injury or sickness and things like that, whether it's lockdown, I think we can all relate to lockdown. As soon as you can then start driving again and getting out again, you get this relief of like,
yeah, a bit of normality to it.
I can get back out there. So
nice.
Yeah, simple yum, but it's actually a big one.
Actually ties into mine.
Go on.
You're my yum this week, Andy.
What?
Yeah.
You planned this, you sick motherfucker.
No, look.
What?
Yeah, we've done a solo. We've been apart for a couple of weeks, and as we've explained, that's not the norm for us. But you've seen Andy here, chipper, his jovial self. Look, Andy's had a lot on his plate. You've had a lot on your plate lately, and I know you continue to have a lot on your plate. But to have you here, to have you smiling, to have you mobile again, to add that little bit of normality back to your life, I'm really happy for you. I'm happy to have you back on the podcast. I'm happy for where we're at with the podcast because we kind of know what's coming up and the listener will get to see. There's a lot of exciting things in the works, and we've done it together from the jump. Speed bumps aside, I'm happy that whatever is around the corner, we'll worry about it at the time. But it's good to see you smiling. Good to see you back behind the mic where you belong.
Thank you.
It'll be good to see you at the Biffs.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're my yum this week, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. That's very humbling. There's big grin on my face. That's I don't know how to react to that. Thank you.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
I won't blow smoke too much.
Yeah.
Guys, that'll wrap us up for episode 32 of Off Topic. You guys can message us anytime about anything on Instagram at Off Topic Chat. You can also see condensed clips of our episodes on Off Topic Potty on TikTok. Shoot us a message if you guys want to talk about anything, if you want to hear about anything, if you want us to talk to anybody. Send us an email at offtopicjandy@gmail.com about any of the other stuff if you want us to see anything. We'll see you guys at the Fight for Life. We'll be there. That'll be fun if you guys are out there. Keep your ears and eyes peeled over the next couple of weeks. Last little bit of homework. Go out, tell one friend about Off Topic. Spread it all around. Download the episodes. Everybody have a big week, and we'll see you later. Peace.
Later.
Good night, eh?